I just got here, and it's time about Selene enjoying everything in life to the fullest, despite what she's doing to everybody else on Elentear. Seems like this is gonna be a very wild place, seeing how Selene just wants to see the world burn for chaos, for fun, for science, for whatever. Doing anything and everything she can to entertain herself, even though the others are gonna suffer for it. But also seems to be a bit focused, at least this episode, on Lucy and maybe her future powers and what has been going on, especially after the way the episode ended. I'm really curious how the world is gonna affect our characters after this arc is over, because it seems like this world has something very, very interesting with her magic surrounding it. And I'm liking the Moonlight divinities, or kind of guardians of Selene here. All of them seem to have their own quirk, to say the least. But anyway, let's get into the episode and talk about it. Now, picks up from last week when they're all in different locations. Wendy and Erza fighting those ghost forms that nothing really worked against them. But here is where we have Irene, and I'm gonna stick to my theory. I hope Irene gets the body of Selene at some point. I would love for Irene to be back. I want to see that interaction between Irene and Erza, and especially when Erza finds out that Wendy has been keeping Irene hidden. That's gonna be an interesting thing, because they haven't really had a relationship, so to say, Irene and Erza as mother-daughter, and how things ended back in the original series. That's gonna be a very, very fly on the wall type of conversation. I wish we could see. Hopefully that's gonna happen in the future. Either way, even if Irene doesn't get Selene's body, I just want Irene to be back in some way. But thanks to her, Wendy gets another power-up, finding out how, and I like we're getting more world building here, expanding a bit the power system. Eternanos are kind of like the particles for magic, that's what they signify. But also spirit magic, or yokai art, how you have it here. Spiria, very similar to that, to Eternanos here, but affecting spirit magic, and using the concept enchantment to be able to affect those things you're fighting for, allowing Erza to actually defeat them. And I'm liking this. I'm actually liking this, expanding more the magic systems of the world here. But the one that was supervising them under surveillance last episode reveals herself one of the Moonlight divinities, Yoko, being the one that summoned those ghosts versus Wendy and Erza. And then we see on the other side more of them start appearing. Grey and Natsu in the snow. They find this snow woman, Hakune, which she has very interesting powers, and I'm liking what Natsu did. We're gonna get to that. I always love scenes like that in episodes. But we also have Lucy fighting this muscle woman. Damn. Death by Snoo, and nothing really worked against her. But like I said, all of them have their own quirks, so to say, and especially Mimi. She's very shy around anything ecchi, sexy, so to say, be it man or woman. She doesn't discriminate, which I appreciate that quite a lot here. And Taurus versus Mimi doesn't work out for Taurus. Mimi is way too strong. Lucy joins in. Doesn't work anything. Mimi seems to be very strong, kind of like a martial artist, even able to cut down trees there. Hakune's power, she can create ice or snow clones from your memories of the girls that you like, kind of to drain away your life. But this was my favorite scene in the episode here. We have Grey, of course, with Juvia. Meanwhile, Natsu with the entire harem around. He likes everybody. But it doesn't discriminate. They're trying to seduce him there, to fool him and so on, and just like slaps them away. True gender equality. They're just puppets, it doesn't matter, it doesn't work against nuts. He punches friends, he punches women, he punches old men, he punched Makarov, he punched Happy. And now he punches the woman he likes. True equality. Everybody gets the same treatment. Thank you for that, Natsu. And yes, just shows he knows the people that he actually cares about, saying, I don't smell my beloved friends. And even Grey is able to tell the difference between real Juvia and the fake one here, taking the fake one away here. And Hakune reveals her true form, and the other ones also, Yoko doing the same. Hakune is able to freeze them. She's kind of able to freeze magic itself. I'm really curious more how her power works. It seems like we're gonna have wild powers on this world of Elentear. Yoko's able to use a bunch of summons, her yokai. Not fully sure if yokai are the same as spirits. She kind of said they're different, but there might be a lot of similarities between that. She's able to take out Wendy and Erza with that smoke monster there. Hakune, of course, freezing Grey and Natsu, yeah, doesn't really work out in their favor. And of course, Lucy loses against Mimi quite easily there. And I liked what while she was fighting against Mimi, she's able to summon even Capricorn, and Capricorn is one of the best spirits that she has, considering the history, everything that happened between them and her mother there. And they alluded something for the future. Even Mimi said that Lucy is not using the full potential of her spirits, and that caused Lucy to be a bit sad or frustrated at her own lack of power here, which I hope is gonna allude to her growing stronger and learning more about the spirit magic, especially with this Spiria thing, this world that is able to enhance your magic here. And I can't wait to see the spirits in their full power up here. I don't think they're gonna be able to summon the Spirit King again like we had against Taurus, but seeing all of the spirits and Lucy herself get a power up is gonna be very good. At least I'm liking that that quite a lot. So all of them lose and they get captured here, not killed, because Selene just wants to have more fun. She's all about the fun and using people for her own enjoyment. She's not like just kill them here, and I'm liking this. Alduran was more straight to the point, even though he was a big asshole. He just wanted people dead that were against him. Bergphobia turned out to be a good guy. Selene is kind of like in the middle, just for science. I'm curious which way she's gonna lean a lot more when we find out more about her, Elentear, and so on. But also something very curious with Faris, the White Mage, and Toka. Apparently they're heading to the temple from where Faris is, the Whiteout Temple, to also see the chief. Could this be the original White Mage here? I have a lot of questions about that. Hopefully we find out more about the world when they get there here. But then we have the aftermath of the fights here, them being captured, tied up in Selene's house. She was just taking a bath in front of them. Imagine being tied up and one of the hottest women in the series takes a bath in front of you. Is that a win or a loss? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below here. And she said something very curious, that the moon on Elentear doesn't wax and wane, kind of moves or has the same effects as our moon has here, and that's why she got interested into it, and saying she just wants to have fun, but her fun is kind of disturbed. She wants to overflow the magic of Elentear even more, even if it blows up, just to see what happens for chaos. Fuck it, why not? Then it seems like the people around her are the same way as crazy. I don't know, are they just simply crazy? Are they under the effects of Selene? Is maybe the magical and on Elentear making people a lot crazier? I don't know, because while they were having that banquet, it seems like all of them have that mob euphoria in a way, craziness going around them, losing themselves in the party. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. And like I said, all of the divine Moonlight divinities have their own quirks here, but then Selene has the idea to send them away, kind of for entertainment in different locations. Natsu and Grey underneath the Black Moon Mountain there. Natsu goes wild at first, fighting the yokais, the demons, very easy, but then loses against boobs. And I can't blame him. Seems like Lucy and Wendy have been transformed by Yoko in, I don't know, demons, yokais. Lucy is this boob girl, snake girl versus Natsu, that has a lot more magic here. She actually trances Natsu quite a lot, in even full scene pretending she's the real Lucy. Well, she is, but she's under the control of magic here. And meanwhile, Grey had to deal with very cute Wendy cat girl. Even her threats were cute. Even Grey commented on that here. And it seems like this episode has a lot of fetishes, so to say. The harem one with not all of the girls, snake girls, cat girls. Everything in this episode could be classified as a tag. Typical fairy tale here. And then Charles and Happy are transformed into giant cats. I would love that to be a transformation for Happy at some point, for him to be able to use it in case of emergencies there. I would like a power-up for Natsu at some point. That would be nice. Maybe that form sticks around. And while Lucy was winning the fight against Natsu, he was about to get serious, even transform into his lightning fire mode, but then somebody steps in. And I love this. I actually love the timing for this one. Aquarius shows up saying, hey, are you about to kill Lucy? Leave this for me. And I like how Natsu was just ready. Hey, I know the perfect cure for this. A punch. He's willing to punch anything and everything. But Aquarius being back is gonna be interesting here. Of course, the key still hasn't been found. She's probably just being summoned thanks to the overflowing magic in Elentear. But it's gonna be an interesting dynamic between Aquarius and Lucy under the control of somebody else. And I have a lot of questions with Elentear, Selene, and so on. But this seems like it's just gonna be the start of this arc. And I know for some reason it reminds me quite a lot of Tenrojima, the way they were split up fighting against Hades and the guild there. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm here. I'm enjoying Fairy Tail quite a lot. And it seems after the arc with Merkphobia and Alderon has gotten a lot more interesting, especially with character development, world building, and so on. But I'm really curious what you guys thought about the episode and what do you think of Selene so far. And of course, if you have read the manga and don't go into spoilers and so on, let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Fairy Tail. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.